the final episode of Elex. So, just set us up for possibly the
They're
final.
addicts, and that makes them dangerous.
Need to find out what this thing is. This armor's worth about 20,000. So,
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
everything. So, 40 strength, 50 constitution. So that's not gonna go really well.
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
To be honest, we're better off going for that. Okay. Let's just kill him. Let's go. Let's go sort out my brother.
Initiating combat. Over there.
doubted what I was told. That you were failing the hybrid. Yet now even the fact that you still breathe stands against the directive. Why did you come here, Jax? What did you expect to find?
My brother.
You appeal to me with emotion? The bond of blood with you, with Father, once gave me honor. Now all I have is shame. Your execution should have saved me from that.
And yet, here I stand. You failed the directive, Elex. Perhaps we aren't perfect after all. Wardic hid the truth. We were born free people. Elex, the hybrid, our father. They decided what we would become.
Powerful, superior. They opened the door to our evolution. Our past is irrelevant.
So we've been told. But what other lies have we yet to uncover? You take the promises of the future and serve without question. But even now as an Alexander, what does the hybrid tell you, Elex? What do you know of the truth?
From the ashes came the clerics, believers in Kalan. From Kalan came the Albs, believers in the future. From Elex came the hybrid, seer of all things. Together we serve no god, we bow to no person. Together we shall evolve.
Evolve into what? The Albs existed before the hybrid. Now we serve him. Now we bow to him. He has taken the place of Kalan.
Do you think you can anger me? I don't need anger, brother. The directive tells me you must die. What is dead should stay dead.
Combat.
So, Cal set a trap for me, and Wardic walked me into it. He has some explaining to do.
That went well again.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
You will not get away with that. Initiating combat. I'm attacking. I am right behind you. there.
Just in case you wanted to find out what that ogre is, or that ogre's eye. Just here. Actually, it's pretty good. Nice. Energy cell, wow. So, let's go back there. I want some personality and some haggle. Let's see what we've got here. Charisma. It's charisma haggling. It's only the first one. Personality. Vitamins. Charisma trainer. So just the index. Which we can't. So that's the first two levels.
Teach me something.
Yeah? lost. And you still think that?
Can you train me?
I can try. What would you like to learn?
Maybe they need to be high for that. Some of these damages is just let's go have a hat with me old man.
Calix lured me into a trap. You told me Calix was traveling alone, but I was ambushed by several units of Alp soldiers.
I told you what I knew of him. Calix must have changed his plans.
Where did you get that information in the first place?
From Calix.
Then either you lied, or Calix used you to set a trap for me.
The hybrid has made him blind to all other things. You must help set your brother free from the hybrid's control.
I can't promise you that.
This nonsense has to end. He was your brother in arms. He is your brother by blood.
Calix told me I was to become an Elexitor, one of the Chosen. What does that mean?
That you were directly under the hybrid's control, working together as a group to do the hybrid's will.
But I don't remember even having access to the hybrid. As a full Elexitor, Calix was the one who had access. He was the one who always spoke directly to him. There must be more to this. It just doesn't add up.
Then you need to speak to Calix yourself.
I would have done, but the combat mechs you failed to warn me about had other ideas.
There must be another way to reach him.
And how do I do that without walking into another trap?
You will have to find a place where the combat mechs won't go. Then, you'll need to lure him there.
Any suggestions for where I can lure him?
No. That's a question you'll have to answer yourself.
Lure Calix? Are you serious?
It's better than you fighting his combat mechs.
Then give me a suggestion, Father. If you want to help him, then help me.
Something important happened in the past that I have yet to tell you. Calix has known for some time, and I think he fears the truth.
What is it he fears?
Losing his rank as Elexitor.
Tell me this secret.
There is a small fishing village on an island to the south of Idan. It is now long abandoned. You should go there. That is where you will find the answers you are seeking.
You must be able to tell me more than that.
I could tell you, but you may not believe me. You have to see it yourself to understand. I will speak to you when you return.
We could learn much from these ruins.
So, this is the place Wardick wanted me to see. This place, there's something familiar about it. I have been here before. This path, this beach. It was a long time ago, but I was here. I was still a child. A young child. I lived here with my parents. This was my home. It was raining. They came out of the darkness with their weapons of light and fire. People ran in panic. They ran. They were cut down. The town on fire. Screaming. Another boy hiding near me. Just as afraid as I was. Everyone else was gone. All that remained were the lifeless bodies in the surf. It was just me and the other boy. Then one of the attackers found us and took us with them. He named me Jax, and the other boy, Elex. So, that is what Wardick kept secret all these years. Elex and I weren't born in Zakor. We came from Edan. We were born berserkers. Why would Wardick hide that from us? Too easy.
I must remember this place.
Not now.
Incomer or outcast, you can find a place to sleep back there. If you want a meal, there's meat and there's a fire. You can put the two together. You're welcome to stay if you need a place to shelter for a couple days. Are you here to spy for Cormag? If you're here to claim payment, I didn't steal those things, so I can't pay you back. If you want to rest before you go back and tell him that, you're welcome to stay.
What exactly happened to you?
You tell me. One day I'm a loyal berserker, the next I'm accused of theft and sentenced without a chance to defend myself. But then maybe that's something you know about. The only people I tend to see out here are on patrol or in exile.
I wasn't exiled.
You weren't? I've not met many people who chose to come here. Exiled, lost, running away, yes. Chosen to come of their own free will? No. Why would you choose to come to this flight in an ass end of nowhere?
Being free means you can make mistakes.
A sense of humor. You'll need that here.
Initiating combat. Over there. I would like to return someday.
If you don't like it here, you should leave.
I can't. Exile isn't just a sentence to leave, it's a sentence to stay. If I leave this place, the powers in Goliath will send a patrol to bring me back here, and chances are they wouldn't bring me back alive.
Prove yourself innocent.
Any evidence is back in Goliath, and I can't get back there. Someone else would have to prove me innocent. And who's gonna do that? I just have to accept the fact that I'm stuck out here for good.
I will persuade them to let you go home.
Why would you? I don't know you. No, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, I'm not used to anyone saying they'd help. And it will put you up against the warlord Cormag. He's convinced I'm guilty. I'm not sure talking will convince him otherwise.
Don't you want to go back?
A warm bed, high walls, the chance to live rather than just survive? Of course I want to go back. Exile wouldn't be punishment if people didn't want to go back. But we won't persuade Cormag alone. We would need help.
Yes, I know Alric. If I took you to him, he'd probably try and sell you.
You have met him. Believe it or not, he's one of the good guys. Sure, he'd sell his grandmother for the right price, but you know where you are with him. He should help me. If you go to Goliath and speak to Ulrich, he could come up with a plan. One thing about Ulrich, he's always got a plan.
I've been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
Your plans didn't include my exile and execution, did they? Or Calyx's attempts to kill me?
I don't regret making you both into great men. I see the sons I created, and they are Albs above Albs. But I should have told the truth a long time ago. Maybe then we wouldn't be here today. We'd be in the halls of the Ice Palace, ascending to where you belong. This truth is what you can use to lure Calyx. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Calyx will come to you. There is one place Calyx will not dare to take anyone from Zakor. You will know it when you see it.
Excellent. There is a lot to learn here. I think it's very risky for us to be here. attacking!
The survival of our people matters above all else.
Listen to your inner voice, my son. Know your strength.
Oh, pile of shit that was. For example, where I am to go.
Judicator Ulbricht has passed into the world beyond. He was a great man whose faith gave strength to us all. But his death came as part of a battle to save Ignadan and save Magalan. His death leaves me as the last Judicator of Ignadan. Whatever path lies ahead, I can only hope that Kalan gives me the wisdom and strength I will need. I have nothing more for you here, Paladin. You must determine, go out into the...
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your...
the Berserkers' hometown. It is interesting. My research indicates there were organizations attempting to restore Magellan's plant life before the comet struck, but none were armed like the Berserkers. Indeed, all the current factions came into existence after the comet. Just as the comet caused the creatures to evolve, so it had the same effect on society. Fascinating.
I'm not here.
Kata needs your help.
Kata? Kata? I don't know a Kata.
She's already told me she knows you.
All right, as it's you I'm talking to. Yeah, I know her. A man's gotta be careful. It's dangerous to throw in with the wrong people.
She says she's innocent.
Doesn't everyone say that when they get caught?
So you're saying she is guilty of the thefts? That Cormac was right to convict her?
Guilt, innocence, that's all about who's deciding, isn't it?
Are you gonna help her or not?
Will you accept a no?
No.
Is that any way for a friend to act? All right. I will do it. It isn't as if I didn't have a plan.
What's your plan to save her?
Okay, listen. She's accused of theft, right?
Correct.
So, what happens if those thefts continue now she's in exile?
That would be proof the accusations were false.
See? Always knew you were quick. So, all you need to do is steal the right stuff.
What do I have to do?
You grab the right stuff and leave it in the right place, and she gets right out. Simple.
So, what's the right place to leave the stuff?
Somewhere it incriminates our scapegoat, of course.
The scapegoat?
The guy who snitched on Kata. Drogue. He tried to fit her for the crime. Now we'll do that to him. Come on, you must know him. He guards the main city gate. You like as not saw him on the way in here.
You don't like Drogue.
He's a prime A1 blackmailing asshole who uses his position to rob people and make them feel small. What's not to like? Go to Cinda and Bourne's huts. Everyone knows they've got chests of valuables. So, here's the plan. You find those chests and break into them. You steal the valuables and leave a claw behind in their place. Then, you put those valuables, those stolen valuables, into a chest in Drogue's house together with another claw. That's going to make him look very, very guilty.
Why a claw?
Because it's the sign of, well, that doesn't matter for now. Let's just say that when people see the claw, they will take it as proof of Drogue's guilt. So, take these claws, one for Cinda's chest, one for Bourne's, and one for Drogue's, and get the job done. Everything clear?
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not? I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3? Are you insane?
I must remember these words. I would like to return to them someday. Initiating combat.
How are you doing, Falk?
The Al-
Calyx trapped me.
And you survived?
You had an audience with the hybrid?
He summoned me, I obeyed. He opened his mind to me and I saw the universe. Skies stretching to infinity. I always knew his mind stretched across Magellan. But what I saw, the hybrid truly sees all.
And so the hybrid serves the Alps, and the Alps will see his directive is carried out. All Elex to the hybrid.
There was something else though, Jax. A sense of the past. But I couldn't see it.
The hybrid shows us only what we need to see.
What did you see when you had your audience with the hybrid?
I don't know. I don't remember anything from then. I know I saw him, that we spoke. That since then, I have known his will, understood his purpose clearer than I did before.
I heard Tarek and Parsec discussing the time before the hybrid. The moment they found him, I think that is what I was sensing.
The hybrid has given us purpose. Before him, we sought evolution. Only with him can we find it.
Tarek said the hybrid saw the fall, that Magellan ignored his warning about the comet.
Such stories are irrelevant.
The past is irrelevant. Only the future counts. All Elex to the hybrid.
All Elex to the hybrid. Yes, but it seems Calyx still thinks I must be killed.
Then you have even more motivation to reach the Ice Palace. It seems you can deliver on your word. I would not have thought it possible for anyone to shut down all of the converters. Your deeds will be remembered by all the free people. We have a real chance to win the war now. Now we take the war to the hybrid. Now the hybrid must die, so everyone can be free.
You want to kill the hybrid?
Kill or convert. My studies indicate that mana will poison him. Kill him if we must. But there's also a chance we can change him with it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. First, you've got to tell me your plans.
Very well. But there's much to discuss. Ask your question, and I will see if I can answer.
And so, full circle. Sent to Thorold from the Ice Palace. To learn the truth. To kill the truth. And now I return. The hybrid stronghold that I defended for so long, unquestioning, serving the hybrid and my addiction to Elex. But what is it that Zakor is really defending? Thorold wants to strike at the hybrid by destroying the Elex that feeds it. But what is the hybrid using the Elex for? Has his vision failed, leaving me to act outside the directive? Or am I merely part of his greater plan? Who planned the failure of my mission? Did they want me to die? Or did they want Thorold to live? And so, full circle. Sent to hybrid, I go back to the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth.
Fascinating.
So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Alps. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Alb's biggest weak point is Elex. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the Elex within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
And what if your plan to transmute all their Elex stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their Elex, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
We should work with the hybrid. His powers can benefit us all. The technology he has created can be used to benefit everyone. If you do want to help all of the free people, then we should make the hybrid work for us. If the mana changes him, we can use his powers to achieve our goals.
His powers do have the potential to help instead of destroy.
The Elexiters say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of Elex and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the Elex?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the Elex on Magaland should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of Elex and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
Let's go see my brother first. Shared item. Let's go.
This is a dangerous area.
I know you're here, Calyx. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Calyx? I sent you one message, and you came running.
So, you know about our past? Wardic should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Calyx. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. But they too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
What did you mean, appoint me to the Chosen?
All Albs the hybrid sees as having Elexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zakor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
Something is wrong with the hybrid. Committing yourself to him will only destroy you.
The hybrid is the only way we can survive.
His understanding of evolution and his ability to see the future are the only ways that we can save Magalan. So he says, but what proof is there? And what is it he sees in the future?
The future is for the hybrid to know.
The future can be decided by anyone. We can build a future together instead of killing hundreds at the word of the hybrid.
Your opinion has become clouded by emotion. You no longer see the purity of the hybrid's vision.
When the hybrid is defeated by an outcast, then you will see his flaws. I will ensure that happens. I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexitors can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code is something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Albs found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Calyx. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
You expect me to believe that you have never wondered about the code? It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored to link to his past. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the hands of the hybrid. We should know what makes him who he is.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future. The hybrid must achieve supremacy. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here and now. You will not stand against me. Stop!
Behind you. As you wish.
So, the code is something to do with the hybrid's past. In the vision that Calyx saw, Calyx's reaction proves I'm on the right track. And it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations.
Commander, supplies located.
Thanks, you four.
We've heard a horde of mutants is approaching the border to Zakor.
How many?
I don't know, but there's at least 2 Cyclopses with them.
Someone in Zakor wants to secure the West.
Mutants aren't an organized force. They're just a pack of dogs to unleash. It might just be them disrupting the forces there, rather than invading. So are you fucking her or what?
You mean, are we in a relationship?
A relationship? Fuck, I was just asking if you were getting some, but hey, good luck to you both.
Thorold needs your help with this Elex experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic? You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs built this kind of Raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. I need that Raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
What do I have to do to persuade you to give me the Raider?
These Raiders are hard to get a hold of. But you did get all the replacement parts, with my guidance. This was a joint effort. So, let's say 2,000 shards, and we're in business.
Deal.
You'll get the Raider when I'm ready. But don't forget to pay me first, okay? And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff. So don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the Raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Alright, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his Elex experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. You still need your control jet for the Raider. I still have to find the shards to buy your half of the Raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken. Just make sure you get it done before the whole... One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I met with my brother Elex, the Elexiter.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there. Here, the 2,000 shards for the Raider.
Okay. Sad to lose it, though. I'll hand the Raider over to you when you're ready.
That was remarkable.
This guy's so
I would have liked to see the old world as it was before the comet.
smash out as much as I can.
Kaya will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
You're not the only mage, Kaya. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain. 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
I met with Elex.
And? Did you find what you were looking for?
No, but I now understand my brother's true nature.
Truth. It always brings its own burden.
You should begin the experiment now.
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We failed. We were close, but Zarda must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Kaya, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What about Kaya?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation. So why did he kidnap her? Zardom must have seen the same power in Kaya that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you think Zardom has taken Kaya?
Zakor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What if Zardom wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that Elex itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And Elex is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Kaya thought Elex could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That Elex is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Kaya is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on Elex, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaya just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What will you do now that the experiments failed?
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zakor, but we will stand against each other as enemies there. I know you want to protect the hybrid, and I can see no future for Magellan while that abomination still lives. The hybrid must be killed.
I cannot believe you survived.
Then recognize the truth. Neither you or the hybrid are infallible.
No. No. The hybrid must still have plans for you. Plans that I am yet to understand.
Then let me come with you. We can face him together.
No. I cannot allow that. Be warned. Come to the Ice Palace, and it will be your death. You had better stay away from it, brother.
I knew Zardom must have brought you here.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout, on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the Elex.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me.
Follow me.
All right. We'd better hurry up and get out of here. And fast.
Have you seen Wardeck, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
This is not about sides. Ending this war is in everyone's best interest.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Alps? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have.
He did well. Are you in for trouble?
We can build our future with our own hands. This is me, Herbert, speaking the truth. Bringing a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
That isn't enough. What goods have you got?
Yes, of course.
There we go. As a cleric.
All you'll find in Zakor is death and misery.
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you...
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Not good. Not good at all.
Keep close! Fight together!
will fight together. Feeling about this place. Look out! We should go. It's dangerous here.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
Keep close! Fight together! I'll get him! Let's do this! Look out! Look out! Be careful.
better hurry up and get out of here. And fast. Keep close! Fight together! Fight together! Together! Let's do this! Look out! not good. Not good at all.
Look out!
Be careful.
Keep close! Fight together!
This could be useful.
See if we can.
Look out! Let's do this!
tattooing about this place. Be careful. You won't get away with that. Keep close. We will fight together. I'll take care of it.
you!
We should go. It's dangerous here.
I'll take care of it. Count on me. I'll get him.
Okay guys, we've finished that quest. Looks like there's going to be another episode. This was quite a long one. I thought I might be able to get somewhere with it, but obviously not. Stay tuned into my next and possibly last episode of this playthrough. Stay safe. See you soon.